Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the architect of freedom and unpacking how mastering self-discipline is literally the ultimate blueprint for our personal autonomy. I am absolutely thrilled to get into this with you because this concept is a real game changer. You know, when most of us hear the word discipline, we instantly think of restriction or giving up the stuff we love. But as we're going to see, discipline is actually the exact opposite. It's the architect of your freedom. Look, we all face this exact same dilemma every single day. Why do we naturally gravitate towards skipping the gym or choosing comfort? We pick a Netflix binge over a good night's sleep. We smash that snooze button on Monday mornings. We reach for the extra brownie. We all do it. We know exactly what we're supposed to do, but in the moment, the couch just feels so much better, right? Well, to figure out how to beat this, we first need to get crystal clear on what we're actually aiming for. So we've got to redefine discipline. It simply means doing what serves our long-term health, our finances, and our passions, even when, and this is the absolute kicker, even when we actively do not feel like doing it. When it comes to taking care of ourselves or building financial security, we already know the steps. The bridge between knowing and actually doing is discipline. It's acting in your own best interest, completely independent of whatever mood you happen to be in. All right, let's jump into section 1, our evolutionary trap, and look at exactly why comfort is hardwired into us. To really get this, we have to look at how we survived as a human species, avoiding pain, seeking out pleasure, preferring comfort, and basically dodging anything that burns precious energy. Honestly, this isn't laziness. It's literally the survival manual for a caveman. Conserving energy is exactly what kept our ancestors alive, so there is absolutely no need to feel guilty about these innate drives. Your biology is just doing what it was designed to do. But here's the catch. The exact same instincts that kept our ancestors alive in the wilderness are the very things holding us back in the modern world. Next time you want to hit snooze, you have to mentally step back, look at that instinct, and recognize it for what it is, an evolutionary weakness in today's world. You acknowledge that craving for comfort, but you actively reject it and just do the hard work anyway. Moving right along to section 2, redefining true discipline and breaking the myth of punishment. When you really think about it, life boils down to a constant, everyday battle. It's the tug of war between what we want to do right now versus what we actually need to do. We all know how incredibly easy it is to just give in to a craving. But true discipline, it's simply making the choice over and over again to prioritize our actual fundamental needs over our temporary wants. I want you to really let this thought sink in. Discipline is doing those things that others won't do now to have things others won't have later. Think about that. It completely flips discipline from being a chore into an exclusive advantage. By doing the unglamorous, difficult stuff right now, the stuff the crowd absolutely refuses to do, you are practically purchasing a future that most people will never get to experience. And you know what else? True discipline relies on high integrity. It means doing the right thing even when absolutely no one is watching. It's so easy to perform when you've got an audience or your boss is looking over your shoulder, right? But what happens when the room is empty? That's true discipline. It's keeping your actions aligned with your own internal compass without needing anyone to applaud you for it. Which brings us perfectly to section 3, trading comfort for freedom, the ultimate exchange. Here is the massive paradigm shift. Discipline is not a cage, it's a trade. You're literally taking your short-term comfort, sliding it across the counter, and in exchange, you are buying long-term freedom and total autonomy over your life. When you stop looking at it as a punishment and start viewing it as an empowering economic exchange, it changes the whole shebang. You aren't losing comfort, you're buying freedom. So, what does this actually look like in practice? Well, it means acting like a bouncer for your own mind. You are proactively saying no to distractions and negativity. You're standing tall for your values instead of just following the crowd. And perhaps the toughest part, it means questioning your own self-limiting beliefs and having the guts to embrace change so you can actually step into being your better self. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Developing this habit is ridiculously hard at first. It feels clunky and you will feel resistance. But if you can push through that initial friction, wow. Once you master it, this discipline grants you the ultimate freedom, the literal freedom to do absolutely anything with your life, because you are no longer held hostage by your own laziness. All right, let's bring it all home with Section 4, Building Your Disciplined Life, and putting this into action. First up, we have to get entirely ruthless with immediate gratification. If a task just offers a quick dopamine hit but doesn't actually matter, you have to be merciless. Ignore it, manage it, or delegate it. Just get it out of the way. Your time and your energy have to be fully prioritized toward the things that are going to deliver real, long-term satisfaction. And building this discipline is just a step-by-step process. Step 1, plan and prepare so you aren't flying blind. Step 2, focus on those priorities and stay insanely committed. Step 3, and this one is absolutely crucial, have faith during the tough times, because trust me, they are coming. And finally, Step 4, take action. Regardless of your circumstances, regardless of the obstacles, you just have to take action. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final provocative question to really kickstart your journey. What is one short-term comfort you are willing to trade today for your long-term freedom? Seriously, just one. Is it hitting that snooze button? Is it an hour of mindlessly scrolling your phone? Identify it right now. By making that single trade today, you are laying the very first brick in the architecture of your freedom. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really encourage you to carry this question with you.